All right, so we're going to start seated towards the front of your mat. And we're going to bring the feet into a diamond-shaped position. So bringing the soles of the feet together and then bring them quite far away from you. If you're finding that your knees are sort of all the way up here, then taking the feet further away will give you a little bit more space. We're going to bring your hands on top of your shins and just start with a nice lifted spine. And then from here, we're just going to take a deep breath in and exhale through the mouth. And as you inhale, think of growing a little bit taller. Think of the sides of your ribcage expanding. And exhale, draw the belly towards the spine. And adding on, we deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're just going to roll down slowly over the legs as far as you can. Just trying to relax into it. And take a deep breath in, relax the head. And exhale, we roll up tailbone first, lower back, middle back, upper back, neck, head. Then take your arms up to the ceiling, open them wide into a T position and take a hold underneath your knees. So on top of the knees, but underneath the knees, if that makes sense. And then lift your spine, and we're going to go into a slight extension of the upper back. So think of lifting the chest up. Come to center and exhale, roll down over the legs. And inhale. And exhale, we roll up. And inhale, arms up. They come around. Hold underneath the knees and lift your chest up. One more, find center, exhale, roll down. And inhale. Exhale, roll up. And arms up. They come around. Hold underneath your knees. Lift your chest up one last time. And find center. Then for a little bit of an upper back stretch, we're going to take your left hand across to the opposite knee. And then your other hand can come behind your back. Now we want to try not to lean back. Instead we think of lifting up as tall as we can. Inhale. And then exhale, we twist to the right, looking slightly over your right shoulder. Feeling that stretch in the upper back. And then we come to center and we'll switch sides. Right hand comes across, left hand comes behind the back. We lift and then we twist to the left. And the rotation is happening from the rib cage and the shoulders, not the neck. So try not to crane the head round. Good. And come to center. Let's roll down one last time over the legs. Inhale. And exhale, roll up, roll up, roll up. Good. And then in this shape, just keep your legs as they are, arms come out in front of you. And we just roll down slowly, one bone at a time. And then once you're at the bottom, just take your arms overhead, palms face the ceiling, soles of the feet are together, and then just try and relax your knees towards the floor. So we feel that stretch in the muscles of the groin, and then you can reach your fingertips as far back as you can behind you to get that stretch, that full body stretch. Lovely. Then we'll relax that, and we'll bring the soles of the feet now. They're going to come flat onto the mat and a little bit closer to you. They're going to separate parallel, hip width distance apart. Arms will come down by your sides. And in fact, let's bring the knees together, feet together. We'll go into some spinal rotation. So great stretch for the lower back. Bring your arms out into a T position, out to the sides, palms facing the ceiling. Keep the knees squeezing together as you take the legs over to the right, and then your head can roll in the opposite direction as far as you can. Really feel that stretch in the lower back. Keep the insides of the feet together if you can. And then draw in with your abs. Pull the belly to the spine as you bring the legs back to center. And then we inhale, take the legs to the left as the head rolls to the right. And then exhale, pull back to center. And we'll do 2 more to each side. Inhale to go over. Try and keep both shoulder blades down. Exhale to pull back. And inhale, we go over. Exhale, coming back. One more to each side. Inhale, take the legs over. Squeeze those inner thighs gently. Exhale, pull back. And last time, inhale, stretch as much as you can. And exhale, come back to center. Bring your hands down by your sides. And now we can separate the feet hip width distance apart. We're going to do some pelvic curls. So we start with a neutral spine, a neutral pelvis. There's a small space underneath your lower back. We're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, sink your belly button down to the mat and up towards your chest. Feel your lower back come towards the ground. And then we start to roll the spine up, one vertebra at a time. We get that lovely stretch of the spine all the way up to the base of the shoulder blades. Now at the top, press your pubic bone up nice and high. Get that stretch across the front of your hips. Deep breath in. And exhale as we roll down from the upper back through the middle back, lower back, coming all the way down to the tailbone. And inhale. Exhale, tilt the pelvis towards you, roll the spine up. And inhale, think of opening up through your chest. Think of the shoulder blades coming together just a little bit to get that elevation of the thoracic spine. And then we inhale. And exhale, rolling down. Keep the abs in. 3 more. Deep breath in. Exhale, abs. Feet press down. Feel those hamstrings as you roll up. And watch that your knees don't move. So don't let them fall in. Don't let them fall out. Think of pressing towards your big toe. So you feel the inner thighs engaging. Deep breath in. And exhale, we roll down. 2 more, inhale. And exhale as we roll up through the spine. And inhale. And exhale as we roll down through the back. Last one, deep breath in. And exhale as we curl up. Curling up, trying to articulate as much as you can. And hold here, keep your hips up, nice and high. You're going to inhale, take the arms up to the ceiling, and exhale, reach them back as far as you can without that rib cage lifting. And inhale, arms come back to the ceiling, exhale, arm comes down. And inhale, arms come up, exhale, reach them back, 2, 3, inhale, arms come forward, exhale, arms come down. Last time, inhale, arms up, exhale, reach them back. Now keep them back. Imagine someone's pulling your wrists behind you as you roll your spine down slowly, feeling that upper back articulating as you come all the way down. Let's keep the hands behind the head, keep the feet on the floor, take a deep breath in. Exhale, arms to ceiling. You're going to roll your head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat until both shoulder blades are just off the mat. Now lift a little bit higher if you can, and then take everything back. And inhale, prepare. Exhale, arms, head, chest, lift up, look straight through your thighs or towards your abs. Inhale, lift a little bit higher, and exhale, everything goes back. One more, inhale. Exhale, arms, head, chest, reach and stay here. And we do 5 pulses forward using the abs. Pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and take everything back. Now we're going to get into those obliques a little bit. We're going to go over to the right. So lifting up in rotation, inhale, prepare, exhale, arms, head and chest lift. Bring your left hand on top of your right hand, reaching just past your right thigh, and we're going to pulse forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and take it back. And now we go over to the left. Inhale, prepare, exhale, arms, head, chest, right hand on top of the left, and we pulse up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and take it back. Excellent, now we're nice and warmed up. We're ready to go into the hundreds. So remember your options. You can keep your feet on the floor or they can come into tabletop. Or once you're up, you can even extend the legs, and the lower the legs are, the harder it's going to be. So keep the legs quite high if you do this option so that your lower back doesn't arch. All right, so today I'm going to keep the legs in tabletop. So I'll bring the right leg up, left leg up, knees together, feet together. We inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift up into that hundreds position. Make sure you're nice and curved. Start to pump the arms as you breathe. Out with the air. 4, 5. Inhale. 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 3, 4, 5. 3, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 4. Inhale. 5. Inhale. Halfway there. Keep pumping those arms. Inhale, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 3 more sets to go. Exhale. Inhale. Out with the air. 4, 5. Inhale. Keep going. Last set. Exhale. Inhale. And 100. Draw those knees into your chest. Rest your head down. And let's just roll our head to the right. And gently roll our head to the left, just to release the neck. All right, and then just turn over onto your side and roll up into seated. And then we're going to work on some rollbacks. So continuing our abdominal work. Now we're nice and warmed up. Soles of the feet are going to be flat onto the mat, and you're going to hold underneath your thighs and lift yourself up nice and tall. Watch that the shoulders don't lift as the back lifts. Broaden your elbows slightly out to the side, and then from here we initiate with what's called a posterior tilt of the pelvis. So what I mean by that is your pubic bone is going to come forward into sort of a tipped up C rather than just hinging with a flat back, and that will help you. So we facilitate that by drawing the lower abs up and in. Tilt your tailbone under and start to roll the spine down, one bone at a time, just at your point. Try not to come further than when the arms are straight. Relax the shoulders, inhale, and exhale, we scoop the abs to roll back up and lift back up. 2 more like that. Exhale, tailbone curls under, rolling down, one bone at a time. And inhale, and exhale, abdominals draw in as they help you to lift back up. Lovely. Let's do 1 more like that and then we'll add on. We're going to roll down, hold at your point, deep breath in, and exhale, we roll up. So now you're going to come down to a point where you feel like you can hold it. So if at any point it gets too tough, then you simply just come up higher. As you come down, we try not to allow the work to go into the lower back or the hip flexors, which is kind of impossible when you're first doing this because your abdominals don't have the strength all the time to keep you held down there. So but you want to think mind muscle connection and think of the work being in your abs when you're down there. So keep them engaged. Keep pulling up and in with your abs. All right. So initiate from the tailbone. You're going to roll down to your point where you feel like you can hold it. Keep the hips relaxed. If you can, engage your abs. Now, your right arm is going to open out without your body changing. And exhale, press it back. And then left arm opens. And exhale, press it back. And inhale, right arm. Exhale, press back. And inhale to the left. Exhale, press back. Let's do 1 more to each side. You've got this. Keep the abs in. Good. Hands under the thighs. Roll up. Let's just bring the knees in between or towards the knees for a little stretch. And then we're going to lift back up. Good. So we're going to come down again, doing things a little bit differently. Let's come down to our point. You don't have to come down as far as I am. And then keeping still, keeping our body still, just the right arm is going to lift up towards the ceiling and exhale, press it down. And left arm, reach up. Exhale, lower. Let's do 2 more to each side. and lower, and left. Exhale down. And one more. And last one. Good, and then scoop forward, nose to knees, feel that stretch. And then we lift up to a nice tall straight back. We're gonna do one more set and we're gonna do some rotation this time. So start with the tailbone, we roll down, and then just the left arm is gonna come across the body as you slightly rotate, and then come back through center. Then right arm, we reach, and center, and exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. And one more to each side. Getting into those obliques. We reach, come to center, nose to knees. Lifting up, bring the soles of your feet together and just stretch forward over your legs. Excellent work. Ooh. So we're gonna now go into the rolling like a ball, just to release any tension. So you're gonna bring, well, you've got options, knees together, feet together. Option one, hold under your thighs. If you wanna make it a little bit more challenging, hold onto the shins. And the most challenging would be to hold onto the ankles. Now the smaller that you make your ball, so the closer your forehead is to your knees and the closer your heels are to your bum, the harder it's gonna be. But your main intention should be to not change the shape. So you don't want to use momentum by flicking your legs or throwing your head back. You want to keep the shape stable and just use your abs. So choose your position, draw your navel in, tilt your tailbone under, and we're going to roll back to the mid-back, and then exhale, come right back up, keep the shape. And we inhale, roll back, and exhale, come up. Good. And inhale. Exhale up and balance. And keep looking towards your knees or towards your belly button so you're nice and rounded. And let's just do a couple more. And think of this as being a massage for your back. So try and get each bone into the mat as you roll back, staying away from your head and your shoulders. Don't roll back to the head and the shoulders. And let's just do one more. And up, and just stretch your legs out in front of you and fold forward. Think of that being a pillow on your lap, and you're just going to rest your forehead down towards that pillow without forcing anything. Good. Let's just lie all the way down on our backs. Okay, and bring the knees into the chest. Hug both legs into the chest as much as you can. And then we're going to keep the right knee into the chest as we stretch that left leg nice and long along the mat. You really want to think about trying to close that space between your thigh, the front of that thigh, and your chest to get that stretch for that right hip flexor. So leave your left hand where it is and bring your right hand out into a T position. And then holding on top of that knee, you're going to press the knee all the way across the body towards your opposite shoulder as you look towards your right hand. And try not to rotate too much so that that shoulder, that right shoulder, comes off the ground. Instead, think of pressing that shoulder blade towards the ground. Then we get that lovely stretch for the shoulder. You're just breathing into it, trying to relax. And every exhale, think of relaxing into the stretch a little bit more or increasing the stretch a little bit more. Lovely. Let's bring that knee into the chest, hug the knee in, and then see if you can lift your forehead up to the knee. Try and touch your forehead to the knee if you can. And then we slowly bring the head down, and you're going to gently guide this knee up and out towards your right shoulder, towards your right armpit. So we feel more of a stretch in the groin and the inner thigh. Lovely. Let's bring the knee back into the chest. And then you're going to bend your supporting leg, so that left leg, and then hold underneath that right thigh. Then you're going to straighten this leg up to the ceiling as much as you can, and then bend. And then we straighten it up and bend. 3 more. And 2. And last one, and hold it up there. Then you can either keep your hands here for a slightly more intense stretch, walk your hands up the leg, and then just gently bring this leg towards you. And then we're going to push the heel of the foot up to add that extra stretch for the calf. So really think of moving from that heel, push it up as much as you can, straighten the leg as much as you can, and then point the foot, press the balls of the feet down. And 2 more, flex and point. And last one, flex and point, then relax the foot and just circle the foot from the ankle. So we're moving from the ankle 3 times in one direction and 3 times the other way. Lovely. And hold here and slowly rebend that knee into the chest. Bring the other knee into the chest. Hug both legs. Think of lifting your forehead up towards the knees to get that stretch for the lower back. You can allow your lower back to lift up off the mat. Take both hands to your right, to your left knee, sorry, and then straighten out your right leg along the mat this time. Bring the head down and really try and draw that thigh as close as you can to your chest. Leave your right hand where it is, left hand is going to open out to that T position, and you're going to press the knee all the way across into that rotated position as you look towards your left hand. Think you're pressing your left shoulder towards the mat. And just breathing. Bring the knee back to center, hug the knee to your chest, and then see if you can lift your forehead towards the knee. Try and touch the knee with your forehead. And then we're going to bring the upper body down and gently guide this knee out and up towards our left shoulder. Bring the knee back to center and bend your supporting leg, so that right leg, and then hold under that left thigh. And very gently, we're going to straighten the leg up towards the ceiling and bend. And stretch and bend. Let's do 3 more. 3. You can point that foot or keep it relaxed. It's completely up to you. And last one, and keep it straight this time. And then you can either keep your hands here or walk them slightly higher up the leg for a more intense stretch. And then we're going to push the heel up to the ceiling to really feel that stretch in the back of the calf. And then point, stretching the tops of the feet. And 2 more, flex. And point. And last one. And point, and then we slowly circle the foot a couple of times in one direction. And then the other direction. Lovely. All right, let's slowly rebend that knee, hug the knee into the chest, and then bring the foot down next to the other leg. So we're going to go for the leg circles. And for this exercise, I want you to imagine that your pelvis, your hips are balanced on a scale, and you don't want that scale to tip from side to side. So we're going to try and keep equal weight on both hips. Keep the abdominals engaged. You're going to bring the right leg up into tabletop and then straighten it up to the ceiling. You can either stay here with your left leg, or if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, straighten out that left leg along the mat. Flex the foot by pushing the heel up. We take that top leg across the body to the left, circle it down, around, up center. Cross, down, around, up. Cross, down, around, up. Good, 2 more. And last one. And hold it up. Now we reverse the direction. Out to the side, cross the body up, stop. Go out, cross the body up. 3 more. And up. Last 2. And last one, and hold it up. Point the foot, bend the knee, hug the knee to the chest one last time. Give yourself a nice pull of that leg. Then we'll straighten that leg out along the mat. Or keep it bent for a little bit more support. Left leg is going to come into tabletop. You're going to stretch it up as much as you can to the ceiling. Flex the foot, take the leg across the body to the right, circle it down, around, up center. Cross, down, around, up. Keep that pelvis very still. And last 2. And last one. And now we reverse the direction. And up. Out, cross, and up. 3 more, and up. Last 2. Make sure that hip is not coming with you as you're circling the leg. Hold it up, point the foot, bend the knee, hug the knee to the chest one last time. Give yourself a nice pull of that leg. Good. And stretch the leg out. We're going to do a new exercise called the double leg stretch. We'll do 2 versions, and you can choose which version you prefer. So this is the modified version, and it involves keeping your head on the floor. So from here, just bend both knees, and then we'll bring the right leg up into tabletop, the left leg up into tabletop, knees together, feet together. Arms are going to come straight up to the ceiling. So from here, you are not going to allow your lower back to arch. So if anything, think of keeping your lower back in the mat, and then you're going to take the legs out as low as you can and your arms as far back as you can without changing anything in your lower back. Think of drawing the abs in, and we're just going to hold it for 3, 2, 1, then. Keep the legs where they are as you circle the arms, and then bend the knees and come back in. All right, hands can just come on top of the knees. So from here, you're going to reach your arms and your legs out nice and long. The lower the legs, the more challenging it's going to be for your abs. Keep your lower back in the mat. And then circle the arms, bend the knees, and come back in. Let's do 1 more. We inhale, go out and reach. Hold. Really straighten those legs, abs in, and then circle the arms, bend the knees, and come in. So that's option 1. Now we're going to do 3 more. You can either do them just like that, or this time we'll add a chest lift. So legs in tabletop, hands just on top of the knees. Then, if you can, you're going to come up with your head and your chest, make sure you're nice and curled. Simultaneously, your arms are going to go back, legs go forward and reach. And then circle the arms, bend the knees and pull in. 2 more. Inhale, go out and reach. Exhale, circle and pull. Make sure you're not dropping your head down. Keep your upper body high. And then circle the arms, bend the knees, come in, and then rest your head down. Excellent. Just roll your head from side to side to release the neck. And then we're going to start to work the lower body a bit more. So bring your feet down to the mat. Hands are going to be down by your sides. And we're just going to do 2 pelvic curls to warm up a little bit. So we take a deep breath in and exhale. Start with the tailbone. Roll your hips up to a nice bridge. And inhale. And exhale, we roll down. And 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, we roll up and up and up. Lovely. Now we're going to go into some heel lifts. It's going to work your calves, your hamstrings. So you're going to slowly rise up onto your toes. And as you rise up onto your toes, You can get a little bit more rounding with your lower back. So think pressing that pubic bone up. Now try not to lose height as you slowly bring the heels down. And we do that again. We lift up onto the toes, press the pubic bone up, squeeze the bum, lower the heels. And we lift up and lower the heels. Lift 2 and lower, and 3 more, and 2, and last one. Now keep on your toes, keep those heels lifted. You're going to lower the bum down 2 inches, and then you're just going to pulse up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Up. Squeeze the bum as you do this, and we do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the heels and slowly roll your spine down to the mat. Excellent work. All right, so now we're going to just do some glute bridges. We're going to do 10. So first thing is I want you to think of this movement is coming from your glutes. It's not going to come from your lower back. If you feel your lower back kind of tensing in this movement, it might mean that you're not getting enough glute activation. So we're just going to do 10 squeezes of the bum. So isometric work for your bum. Just going to squeeze your bum cheeks and relax. And squeeze and relax. And we do 8 more. 7 more. Just keep doing it. And 5, 4. Really squeeze those bum cheeks as much as you can. Good, and relax. Now, with that bum squeeze, we're not going to roll up by articulating. We're actually just going to hinge our hips up. So our back just moves in one unit. So bum squeeze, you're going to lift up into that bridge and lower. And 2, 3. We just drive those hips up. Make sure your knees are facing forward. They're not rolling in, they're not rolling out. And we'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower down. We're going to do 5 more on each side, but we're going to lift the right leg into tabletop. So we're just working this left glute. If this is too much, just come back to those double leg bridges. But keep the left foot, left bum cheek squeezed, and we're going to drive the hips up and down. 2, 3, 4, and last one, and hold it, hold it, hold it, and lower down. Other side, right foot down, left foot into tabletop. We're going to drive those hips up, squeezing that right bum cheek as we lift up and down. 2, 3, 4, and hold it up and lower down. Good. Bring that foot down. You're going to cross your right ankle over that left knee on top of the knee and press your right knee away to get that external rotation in the hip. If you want to make this a bit more of a stretch, you can flex the foot, that top foot, and then draw the legs in towards your chest and hold under that left thigh. Try and keep your neck and shoulders relaxed, keeping your tailbone on the floor, and constantly thinking of pressing that right knee away from your chest. And slowly we'll bring it down and we'll uncross the legs, switch sides. Left ankle crosses over, press that left knee away. Hold under your right thigh if you want to and draw the legs in. Keeping that left foot flexed will just help protect your knee a little bit. We're going to slowly bring that foot down, uncross the legs, roll onto your side, and we'll slowly come up into seated. All right, we're going to do the spine stretch forward. So ideally the legs will be straight and the back will be nice and tall with your weight, the weight of your trunk right up over your sit bones. However, If your lower back is tight or your hamstrings are tight and you feel like you're leaning back, then you can just bend your knees. I'm going to bend the knees because I've got a bit of a sore hamstring at the moment, but maybe you could try straightening them out. So the feet are flexed, and just take a moment to lift yourself up nice and tall, like you're growing out of your hip bones. And then take your arms out in front of you, palms face each other, shoulder width, shoulder height. Then take a deep breath in, grow even taller, reach the top of the head up even more, and exhale, chin to chest. Start with the upper back and start to roll down through the middle back, lower back. Really stretch the spine. And take a deep breath in. And exhale, start with the tailbone roll all the way up, really stacking bone on top of bone to the top of the head. 2 more. Deep breath in, grow tall. Exhale, chin to chest, we roll down. And inhale. And exhale, slowly roll up. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, roll down. Articulate through the spine, really stretch that lower back as much as you can. And then at the bottom, just take a hold of your legs or your feet and use your arms to draw yourself forward, feeling that lower back lengthening. And deep breath in. And exhale, slowly, slowly roll up. All right. So from here, let's actually come onto the stomach. Switching the order a little bit. I'm just going to do some lovely back extension exercises. So these exercises actually work the abdominals at the same time, and they are probably the most important exercises for having good posture. Especially if you find that your shoulders are rolling forward, these will really help to open up your chest. So from here, let's just do a nice warm up. We're going to bring hand on top of hand. Forehead will rest on top of your hands. And you want to think of limiting that arch in your lower back by pulling your lower abdominals up and in towards your spine. And don't let go of your abs. Now from here, keep the hands down. You're just going to roll your nose forward and up the wall in front of you, getting a nice lift of your upper back. At the top, you think, sending your breastbone forward, shoulder blades pulling slightly back, elbows pressing down, and exhale, slowly lower back down. And 2 more. We articulate through the tip of the head, neck, chest, lifting up as much as you can, and exhale, slowly coming down. 1 more like that, inhale, roll that nose forward and up, and up, and up. Think chest forward, elbows down, and exhale, slowly lower back down. Now we're going to do 3 more, and if you can, I want you to see if you can keep your forehead, let me just demonstrate it really quick, see if you can keep your forehead connected to your hands as you lift up, all right? And then coming back down. Now, if that's too much too soon, then feel free to just keep going with the hands on the floor and just focusing on that upper back extension. So, forehead to the hands, abs in, and then if we can, we're gonna lift the upper back up, keeping the shoulders relaxed, keeping the forehead glued to the hands if you can, and exhale, lower back down. And 2 more. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower back down. Excellent. You're going to keep your elbows where they are and just open your forearms out. Good. So you've got these sort of W-shaped arms, and rest your forehead down onto the mat. Maybe draw the elbows a little bit closer to you. The abs are in. Now, same things we were just doing. Start with the nose, roll that nose forward and up the wall in front of you until you come to your forearms. Just hold there for a moment and then exhale, lower back down. 2 more. We articulate through the upper back, coming up just to the forearms. Now try and lift a little bit higher without pushing into your arms this time. Think of using just your back and then lower back down. One more like that. We articulate nice and slow, and slowly come down. And this time we're going to come into a full stretch if we can. So we start by articulating up. Now just to the forearms. Now I want you to imagine that your elbows are glued into your sides as you start to straighten your arms. And what I mean by that is I don't want your elbows to splay outwards, all right? And I also don't want your shoulder blades to slide up towards your ears, so you end up in sort of a hunched position. So keep shoulder blades in neutral. And then we slowly come down. Reach the chest forwards as you come down, so you get that rounding of the back and all the way down. All right, let's do that 2 more times. So we articulate up, and we try and straighten the arms. Now, you may only get to here at first. Remember when I started, I was only here. I could have gone higher if I'd have hunched my shoulders up, but just move with integrity. So only go as high as you can, and then we slowly come down. Last time, we roll up and up. Think of using your back, not your shoulders. Elbows in, lift the crown of the head up, stomach up, ribs up, and then we slowly come down. The elbows find the mat first, then forearms, and then body. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and you're going to press yourself back into the rest position. Hands forward, tailbone back, find length in your back. Then let's come onto the hands and the knees. We'll just stretch the spine out a little bit. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Make sure you're not dropping the head. Just going to do some cat and cow stretches. So let's start by arching the back and think of lifting your chest up to the ceiling. Really focus on that upper back extension. And then we'll round the back, drop the head, drop the tailbone. Pull the abs up. And we do that 2 more times. Inhale, arch the back, head up, tailbone up. And exhale, round the back. Drop the head, drop the tail. And last time, inhale, we arch the back. And exhale, round the back. And then let's find neutral. Right, so in this position, you really want to think of engaging a muscle called the serratus anterior that kind of runs just underneath your armpit, and that will allow the weight not to sink into the shoulders and you not to damage your shoulders. So think of pressing the floor slightly away from you to engage that muscle. And then we're going to lengthen the left leg out in line with the hip, pointed foot. And then if we can, we reach the opposite hand, so the right hand out in opposition, palm facing the body. Keep your hips nice and even, switch on that core, and then we bring the hand down and the knee down. Other side. Press the floor slightly away from you, lengthen that right leg out, lengthen that left leg out in opposition. Don't arch your lower back as well, make sure that leg isn't lifted too high, and then we bring it down. And then right arm, left leg, reach, and lower. Left arm, right leg, reach, and lower. Now right arm, left leg, reach, and we're going to flex that foot that's behind you. And then we're going to draw the elbow to the knee. Keep the foot flexed, and we reach out. And we reach in, and out. One more. Pull in, pull out, leave the leg where it is, bring that hand down, make sure that foot is still flexed, and we lift that leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going for 10, working that glute. 4, 3, 2, and hold it up, point the foot, bend the knee, and we'll just do the other side, and then we'll stretch it out. So right leg, left arm, flex that right foot, and we draw the elbow to the knee, rounding your back into that C curve, and we stretch back out. 2 more. Draw it in, reach out. Last one, in and out. Bring that hand down, flex the foot, and we lift it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and knee comes down, toes together, separate the knees, and just sit all the way back into the rest position. Excellent, right. Let's roll up. We're just going to finish with some movements for the legs. So, let's do the glutes. So we're going to come down, and you're going to come down onto your elbow and bend your knees so that your heels are more or less in line with your bum, all right? Now, I'm supporting my head up on my hand, but if you want to, you can lie all the way down. Now, from here, I'm going to do some clamshells. So we're just going to open that top knee and close. And as you open, you want to make sure that that top hip is not rolling back. So you can even bring your hand to the hip if you want to. Try and keep the heels together. And open. And last one, and then I'm going to do 5 quick. Open, close. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we're going to lift the feet, and you're going to flex the feet and bring the ankles together, and the toes are slightly apart. And we'll do 5 more. Open that top knee and close. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we do 5 quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now adding on. Keep the feet as they are. We're going to open, kick the leg out, bring the heel to the heel, knee to the knee. We open, reach, heel, knee. Open, reach, together, close. 2 more. Reach, together, close last time. Good, now 5 quick. 1, 2, 3, 2 more. And last one, and bring it down. All right, we're not quite done with that glute yet, sorry. That top leg, you're going to reach it out, really flex that foot, and then you're going to internally rotate from the hip so the toes point slightly down. Then bring that leg forward, and we do 10 circles forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. Now reverse the direction for 10. Keep that internal rotation. That's really going to get your glute. 4, 3, 2, 1. And final thing, lift the leg up, and we do drop and catch. Drop and catch. Oh, really feel that bum working. And 5. 5 more. Up. 2, 3, 4. Last time, and bring it down. Excellent work. All right, let's just switch and do the other side. Right. Okay, so we're going to bring, either prop yourself on your elbow or rest all the way down. Heels are in line with your bum. Keep the insides of the feet together as you open that top knee and close. 2, make sure your hips stay stacked. 3, 4, and last one, now we do 5 quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, close. Now we lift the feet, you're going to flex the feet, and then keep the heels together but slightly open the toes into a V position. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we do 5 quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now adding on, we open, extend, together, close. Open, extend, heel to heel, knee to knee. And open, lift, together, close. 2 more. And last one. All right, and we do 5 quick. 1, 2, got 3 more. Really feel that glute working. Last 2. And last one together and drop it down. Let's finish that glute off. Let's take the top leg, straighten it out. Now flex, push from the heel, internally rotate from the hip, not the knee, not the foot, the hip, so the toes point down. Take the leg forward, 10 circles forward, like you're stirring a pot. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we lift it up, drop and catch. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more, we've got this. 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Woohoo, good. Let's just give it a little stretch. Let's come up into seated. And we'll start crossing that right leg over and hugging the knee to your chest. We get that pull in the glute here. Really feel that stretch. And then we're going to uncross the legs, bring the other leg over. Good. And uncross. Now, we're going to finish with an exercise called the teaser. And it is usually a movement that happens at the end of the class. It's kind of a culmination of everything, of ab strength, hip flexor strength, flexibility, everything. So we're just going to do a modification, which is you're going to bring the knees together, feet together, and then float them into tabletop position, and your hands will be under your thighs. Now, we think of starting with a nice lifted chest, and then keeping the legs absolutely still. We're going to slowly roll down towards the lower back as far as you can without falling back, and then draw your abs in and roll up. And at the top, you think of lifting the chest. So it's just like doing a roll back, but with the legs in the air. So we start tailbone under, roll down one bone at a time. Try and keep the legs still. And then pull the abs in and come up. We're going to do 2 more. If we can, take your hands alongside your calves. And we're going to slowly roll down. Just like we're doing a roll back or a roll up. And inhale. And exhale. Curl forward, curl forward, curl forward, and lift the chest. Last time. Exhale, curl down, inhale, and exhale, curl up, curl up, curl up. Now, just for it to hold the position, try and straighten your legs out or towards straight. Take your arms parallel to the legs and just hold it here. 5, 4, 3, nice lifted chest. Bring it down, soles of the feet together, and stretch forward. Over the legs. The feet are back into that diamond position. And we inhale. Exhale, slowly roll up. And take your arms up to the ceiling. They come around, taking a hold underneath the knees, lift the chest up. 2 more. Exhale, roll forward. And inhale. And exhale, we roll up. And arms up. Around. And lift the chest. And we just have 1 more. Exhale to roll down. Inhale. Exhale, we roll up. And arms up, they come around, hold underneath the knees, lift your chest up, come to center, just take your hands to your shins, lift up In the back, close your eyes. I'm just going to take 2 deep breaths. Deep breath in. And exhale. One more breath. Deep breath in. And exhale. Slowly open your eyes. And that's you done for today. Well done. All right, see you next time.